This is Ford's ultra luxury pickup, and it's pretty unique as well. I borrowed this truck from Larry H. Miller, Super Ford here in Salt Lake City. Be sure to ask for Diego. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker on this truck, and then I'll show you guys around the interior and exterior, and as always, I'll show you the payload. At the very top is a description with the colors: dark and bronze metallic, and the smoked truffle leather seats. And then here's a partial listing of the standard equipment. And then here are all the options. So this is going to be the 703A equipment group for $11,475. And then here's everything else down below. So the only thing that was was the tough bed and the tonneau cover for $1,200 installed. Destination comes in at $1995. You guys can see the base price there at $73,845 with a total price of $87,210. And here are the Philly comment numbers on this side. This is probably going to be my last time doing a video for 2024, so I figured this is perfect because they may make a few updates on the interior from what I've seen on the Super Duty. So on this truck, you do get a satin finish on the front grille. And there's nothing really different on the headlights from a Platinum, but you do have full LED top and bottom for the fog lights. A little bit of chrome treatment right here. And you have your recovery hooks finished in chrome as well. These could be going away as chrome for 2025. Front parking sensors, active grille shutters, front camera, and they do spell out Platinum on the front end of the truck too. I'm not a big fan of emblems, but I actually like the way that looks on this truck. And as you get closer on the hood, they add these. Now these aren't functional, it's just accents on the hoods. And then off to the side, you can see that dark and bronze a little bit better on this side here. 22-inch wheels wrapped in a Michelin tire. These are a 275/50 22. And as far as the capacity goes, right here, 2,679 pounds, 50 psi max, independent front suspension, fabric material for the wheel well. And here's just a better look at those wheels too. As far as the mirrors go, they do give you a painted trim piece here. And here's that badge for the Platinum, finished in satin. Power boost, which is the hybrid system, and you have some lighting here. Really, it's just an accent light. Cameras, blind spot monitoring, and these door handles are finished in satin too. So, not a lot of chrome on this truck, except for on those running boards down below. Hopefully, you guys can see the dark and bronze in the shade on this side. It's kind of like from the second door back, but as far as these running boards go, I did push the button already. There is one on each side, so if you need to step in and pull something out of the bed, that's kind of what this is for, really. Or if you want to wash the roof of your truck, you can put them down without having to open the door. But out back, you do have a leaf pack set up here. 3 leaves in the main pack. Actually, that bottom one's going to be a helper spring. And you have adaptive shock absorbers there too. Liner inside of the wheel well. And I always mess this up, but 30.6 gallon fuel tank for power boost, 36 gallon for the EcoBoost and the Coyote engine, which is not even available for this truck. We'll have to talk about that here in a second. Out back, you have the full LED tail lights. They look really nice. Parking sensors. They don't have any on the side here, which I'm a little shocked by. I thought that they did. Class 4 hitch. You have your 7 and 4 pin for your trailer, and you guys see this one does have the upgraded tailgate, which was added later in the year for the Platinum. So the button is right here, and you also have another button which would just open it as a main tailgate. It is power, so it goes up and down by power. You guys saw it had the tough bed spray in, and this one does have this hard tonneau cover for $1,200. 7.2 kilowatts of power. You have a button here to turn on the bed lights. And actually, this is waterproof. You guys can see the drains on both sides for this bed cover. So, not a bad deal, I would say. Since it's already installed, there is a bed view camera there too. Now, as I said, this is power going back up, but You guys see you still have a workstation here. And they do add this platinum badge here. That was not there on the earlier trucks. So the button here will allow this to open like this. And this is nice to have because if you're hooked up to a trailer, you should be able to get in a little bit easier because this is power. You can't stop it, which kind of sucks. So you have to be careful with that too. And yeah, it's a nice feature to have. I think that it's just something different. Some people love it, some people hate it. And I think that it's just a good addition to this truck. As you guys probably saw in the window sticker, the truck did have a 373 rear end, and it's going to have a locker as well. They don't give you a matching wheel and tire, but you guys can see the exhaust tip has like a polished finish to it. If you check the box for the Platinum Plus package, you automatically get the full hybrid system. This is the 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine with electric motor. Now, my humble opinion is this. If you have to spend $90,000 for a truck, I feel as though there should be options. I would personally like the idea of the 5 liter Coyote, personally. And the reason why is because most people buying this truck are probably older and they may not want all this electric stuff under the hood, especially if this is going to be their last truck that they're buying. So with that being said, this engine has ridiculous horsepower and torque. Now the Coyote has 400 horsepower compared to the 430 in this hybrid system, but it has 570 pound-feet of torque compared to 410 from the Coyote. But like I said, the Coyote is just more simpler, right? And that's why I think most people would prefer that engine to at least be an option, and you get a credit because this system is a lot more expensive compared to that Coyote. But nevertheless, as I said, this system gets great fuel economy on the city, so that's probably one reason why most people would probably want this too. If you do a lot of city driving, this is going to definitely save you some money at the pump. So this is why you buy a Platinum Plus. You get this unique smoked truffle interior. Now, one thing I like about this setup is just the small things like this. See, on the regular trucks, they give you a chrome trim piece here. They give you that satin that you saw on the exterior of the truck inside the truck as well, and it's pretty much around the interior, which I'll show you in a second. Now on the door you have all this soft touch leather here, and really down below this is all hard plastic, but you have this 14 speaker B&O sound system, really nice speaker grill, wood trim piece right there, and you can kind of feel how porous it is. 3 seat memories, power folding outside mirrors, more of that satin treatment right here. So this would be chrome otherwise on other trucks. So it's just the small things. And I guess you're going to pay more for this truck simply because of the name. Now this is not illuminated, which I'm a little surprised by, but they give you the black carpet, which is a big deal. And this truck does have the contouring seats too. Diamond stitched leather here. And this one's going to have the tilt headrest and the platinum badge right there. Now I'm shocked to see that the max recline is an option on this truck. On the Super Duties, it's standard, so I think they should do the same for this one. Now here is the dash right there. Steering wheel, there is no wood trimming on here. And then down below, you see that platinum badge with some wood treatment right here. Here's the passenger side. More wood treatment. You can see there's some lines that run horizontal on there too. Contouring seats on this side as well. Soft touch on the dash. This is hard plastic right here, but it still looks good on how they designed it. You guys can see the suede on the roof, twin panel moonroof. All that stuff's gonna come standard on this truck. And out back, seat back pockets, outboard heated seats. They still give a 12-volt plug out back. You have 2 Type-C USBs and a 120-volt plug. Yeah. The only thing that's missing out back is the curtains. Toyota Tundra gives that to you. And just below the seat, you have the collapsible storage. They've been using that for a long time. Nothing new. And then on the door, you guys can see pretty much the same design. Here are all the controls on the side. This is for the lights on the mirrors. You can drop the tailgate from inside the truck and lift it. Bed lights, you can pop the gas or fuel tank, I should say. Lighting's right there. Electronic parking brake, and of course you have the power pedals. Power steering column, by the way, too. And push button start. Because it's a hybrid, you don't hear the engine start with the truck. You have a 12-inch screen for your gauge cluster, and you have another 12-inch on this side. So apart from everything I just showed you guys, there's not a huge difference for the like technology part of this truck. I mean, this truck does have heads-up display right there. Above, you guys see that suede a little bit better, and home link, LED lighting, and place for your sunglasses. But a lot of this stuff doesn't really change. I mean, once you get to a Lariat trim package, you do get a lot of the nice features that you see on this truck here. Now if you put the truck in reverse, 360 camera view, pretty clear cameras too, and as I said earlier, you do have bed view. Okay, you have your dual climate control, heated and ventilated seats with heated steering wheel. Hopefully you guys can see that better too. You have multiple drive modes too. So it starts off on Sport, Eco, Tow Haul, Normal, Slippery Roads, Off-Road, and that's pretty much it. Okay. There is four-wheel drive auto on this truck too. You can see that locker for the rear axle, and you have a wireless charger, 2 USBs. This does drop down, and you would have a workstation. Now notice you have more of that satin finish here and around here. All right, and then you get this badge for the truck too. So they've made 3,382 Platinum Plus trucks. Cup holders on that side. Now, one thing I'll say is Ford's sync system, someone got on me about this. I'm not a fan of their system. It's just my humble opinion. It's not my favorite. I think that I find the other ones to be a little bit easier to learn. And with these, I feel like you just need more time to sit with them. But you do have the contour seats, as I said. You have 5 different patterns that they do, 3 levels of intensity. I'm not sure if you guys noticed though, but you do have 3 levels of lumbar support too. So you have a top, middle, and lower section. You guys can see right there, which is nice too. And this cover, this slide, you see more of that wood treatment right there. On this screen here, one of my favorite things to point out is the measurements that they give you, so you can see the coolant, transmission, and engine oil temps. And that's good for towing, it's good for going off-road. If you're idling, I'd like to see these types of things. I would like to see like a boost gauge too, because that would probably help with like your fuel economy. A little bit of storage on the side right there. And let's go ahead and check out the payload on this truck. The gross axle rating out front is going to be 3,900 pounds. The rear is 4,150 pounds. 7,400 pound gross vehicle weight rating, which is increased because of the Power Boost package. 22 by 8.5 wide wheels. And all-in payload is 1,195 pounds, which is no surprise. I mean, this truck is pretty loaded up. Has just about every option, including the tonneau cover spray-in. So yeah, 22-inch wheels are not light either. So I hope you guys liked the video. There may be some changes on this truck, so I want to just get a good video of this 2024, so if I need to compare it against the 25, we can see what they changed. But I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. See you guys soon.